We need beer at LAN.
Yeah, it's there's no alcohol here, unfortunately for sub. Yeah, right. So that match against Russia, did you actually find it difficult?
Yeah.
The first map was very close.
Was very close. Like, we're kind of really impressed by their play style against Reason just before, because they won like +60 or something like that.
Yeah.
And we didn't practice that map that much, but we knew that with OM we could like do something happen instead of timing items. So at first it was very hard because they were having all the railgun on the map, but when I personally have a railgun and try to do some sneaky shots during around the quad area, so and it was easy to get frags down the area zone. But yeah, for like, I don't know, my heart is still beating because of that DM20 game. It was so intense. Yeah, really, really intense. I didn't know it would have been that close, and I didn't know either if we would win it because it was like they were leading for like 15 minutes, something like that. Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck is going on, really? And I don't know. I think we played pretty great. So
is it one of those maps where you don't really know how you won? It just
happens. Yeah. Well, no, we kind of know because. Problem is we wanted to lock down the shaft so much, so we were leaving people in, but we didn't have people around the area zone, so it was like 2 against 4 sometimes. But then we just changed a bit the tactics, so we could have like 4 people going to red, then 4 people going to shaft, then 4 people going back to red armor again. So we closed the gap.
Well, you changed it mid-map?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is that pre-planned though?
No, we just...
You just called it?
Yeah, you just called it, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Would you say that's one of your weaker maps? I mean, you don't want to give the game away, I guess, but...
I wouldn't say it anyway.
It's one of Russia's strongest, I guess.
Yeah,
that's
let's
the
say
point.
it that way,
Okay, right. Okay, then moving on to Deep Inside. Was that easy? Did it feel...
No, well, I think we had a good start. Like Cooler has a railgun, but I MG him down, and then he meets stermy on his way, so he gets killed. So we get the railgun back, and then we had Toxic on the red armor, so we can have everything for the first minutes.
Yeah, we saw Toxic kill.
So it was like.
No more strats.
Yeah, well, I'm stressing so much, man. DM20 was fucking awesome. And yeah, well, it was P5. They get back into the game because they knew that we had railgun, rocket, and red armor, so they all went out for rushing the railgun. And so it was a little bit closer at that time because they all have railguns and they were doing some sneaky shots. But yeah, I think we had a pretty good control because they didn't attack the shaft so much, so we could cycle the yellows. And even when we had control, I personally had the opportunity to get the yellows as well, like so many armor, and then go to the LG and kill a few guys here.
We saw that after your quad run, and oh, that was amazing. Yeah, that was good.
So I had the shaft timing.
That was a frag movie.
So it was very good that we have a very great lockdown and hold the map. So yeah, we felt pretty confident for the next game now. So.
Yeah, the next game. Do you know who it's versus? We didn't hear.
No, I don't know if it's Dignitas.
Dignitas versus Alpha. Actually,
I
think that's just going on still, isn't it? Yeah. Let's just check one of these players' stats and see.
I don't know about QuakeCon yet. It will depend if it will be TDM or CTF. But if it's CDM, yeah, I will try, of course, to get there.
I suppose you would go for CTF.
If it's CTF, of course, I'll try.
Maybe a different lineup.
I'll find a way in. Sorry?
Would it be a different lineup, though?
For CTF, yeah, I guess so, because Toxic didn't really play CTF wins as well. But I don't know. We'll probably have a talk about it. I don't know. Because I know that Deuce doesn't want to play CTF this year. Doesn't really like the map pool, so...
Even if it was QuakeCon?
Yeah, so he wishes for TDM, of course.
We all wish for TDM,
We all wish for that, but the problem is the community in the US is like...
No, yeah, one team or something, yeah.
Kind of.
An all-stars team, and that's it.
So yeah, we'll see about QuakeCon.
Okay, yeah, it looks like Team Alpha took the first map. Is that right? Where's it?
Team Alpha won?
They won the...
No.
No,
Dignitas
sorry.
won the
Dignitas
first
won the
map, yeah.
first, yeah. And now they're playing the second, aren't they?
All right.
Yeah, so we don't know who yet, but you
Probably
predicted
Dignitas.
Dignitas, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think we talked about everything else earlier. So, what about
Stermy
Duel?
won.
You did used to Duel for a bit.
Oh, Duel. Well, it's a tough question because I wanted to get back into Duel, like because I had some problem with my mouse. But since I'm not Fnatic anymore, I can play with whatever mouse I want. So I feel way better. But problem is with Duel, it's like the pool is so shit, and they removed that TN, which is probably one of the best one-on-one map for me. And I'm not really into maps like DM13. I don't know. I know that we saw that TN for years and he had to go, but what about DM13? I mean, they removed DM6, they removed that TN, they let playing DM13 still. I mean,
You don't like it?
No, I mean. Well, I don't really like up 3 as well. Airwalk is like on Quake Live, it doesn't suit it well. I think they made good modification on the map with the green armors, but I don't think it's suited up for Quake Live. So that's why I wanted a new map pool. And it's like 7 map in the map pool, something like that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
that's
Just
way
do you
too
think
much.
too many in the TDM
Yeah.
as well? Yeah.
Well, I think I'd practice for Duel if it was only a 5 maps pool. I think so. And Toxic would agree with me. Wins probably as well because he wanted to play it at this tournament just as a test, you know?
Yeah.
But problem is, it's so many maps to practice. So with TDM one-on-one, it's too much to learn in such short notice. You know?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll see later.
Right. Well,
Maybe
thanks.
Quake on winners.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be good. Well, yeah. Thanks for the interview again.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Is there anybody else going to speak?
Stermy won.
Yeah, Stermy. Do you like T4, Lincoln?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. There you go.
See you online, Warping Nudgers.
Hi, Stermy. How you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so TDM, I guess you come mainly from... Well, you did used to play TDM back in the day in Quake 3.
I played a lot of TDM in Quake 3. Started with Team Tools, which was one of the best Italian team. I played the Nation Cup as well. Pretty much most of the online cups. I even attended some team deathmatch lands. Like, for example, even here in Sweden, I went to QLAN. So, I don't know. I mean,
So do you feel like a TDMer?
why not? I mean,
Yeah.
I've been playing, I love TDM. I played the TDM a lot back in the days. Then when I started switching games, I didn't really play much team-wise because like Painkiller or Quake 4 didn't really have any team tournaments. But with Quake Live, I just got back. And I mean, in Quake Live, we only have, I guess, 3 new maps, and the others are old ones. So it was kind of easy to just get back into it.
Well, you started off with Fnatic, of course.
Yeah.
How do you sort of see that period? Did it feel like you were just playing part-time compared to, say, now in TDM?
I think we were mostly playing for fun.
Yeah.
I know there were a lot of competition. I know that...
Oh, can you just...
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
I know there were a lot of competition. I know that, competition online, and we kind of missed playing TDM. So we wanted to form a team and play for fun, and mostly was just that because we didn't really practice at all.
How did you form this team then? How did you come about these players? Because originally Gopher was going to play, was he?
Yeah, I mean, basically the idea was that when this DreamHack rumor came out at the start of the year, pretty much we felt like we didn't really want to practice much with the old team. We were kind of used to just get in the server and play. I think we needed some new and fresh air. And also Toxic contacted me and he said, I would really like to get back into playing. I would like to play in the TDM tournament. Me and him wanted to play back in Quake 4 as well together. Unfortunately, we never had the chance, so it was definitely the best timing for that. So we picked Toxic up. Of course, l1nkin was already part of the project, and then we needed a fourth. The fourth at first was Gopher. knowing that Fox was going to be, let's say, busy.
Right.
Yeah, but then after, I mean, I was really busy with Ultimate Gaming Championship. Gopher got tired of the game. He didn't really want to spend too much time into it, also because, you know, he has other things to take care of. And then the Fox idea came back. He was like, yeah, sure, I'll play, but I cannot do this now. 2 or 3 weeks before DreamHack, we can practice 24/7. But then, you know, the baby came out, and he became a papa. And, you know, so we took the best player, in my opinion, that fits us better, you know, and that was Wins. Basically, just because everybody knows that l1nkin and Toxic are kind of dynamic player. They like to move around and play as dynamic as possible, and I'm sort of the guy who does a lot of the damage from far away, but, you know, play defensive, keep the position, and then adapt to what l1nkin and Toxic are doing. And we need some sort of player like that with good timing, and Wins is perfect with this. And the team was formed from there. A week ago, pretty much, we were not even, I'm not saying supposed, but like we were kind of, we didn't have any sponsor, we didn't have any team, so we didn't know if we were coming or not. But, you know, after practicing for like over a month, I would say, it was kind of like useless to say no, let's not go there, you know. So with my company, we tried to find a sponsor for all of us, and we did Kaspersky, which sponsored my whole team. So we are really grateful for that, and also of course my company that managed to put everything together and also send the players here. So we feel pretty confident, I would say, now, after, you know, not even losing one map, but at the same time all the players here are so strong, and all the teams as well. It's always hard to say, you know, oh, this game is going to be easy. It's never like that. No, I don't think there's going to be any easy games, even our semi-finals.
Which do you think are your rivals in this competition?
Our biggest rivals?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course, I would say Reason, just because we lost against them on the Line Cup. Yeah, and I didn't really think that it was kind of, I would say, deserved. I think we played better. We started with one map, you know, difference, and also our ping, especially mine, was not that good at all. So I think even losing 3-2 on the last map, on so many close games, we were really confident that we could actually play even better on LAN. I think Reason definitely are a really strong team. Metsu. We're coming here without Metsu, Reason, Serious Gaming. We're going to be one of the top contenders, of course, with Russia. But now we just 4 teams left. I think Reason is going to be our top contender. But we cannot underestimate Team Alpha or Dignitas, the guy we play in the semis.
No, yeah. What did you think of UFX then, their performance? Because, I mean, a week before, they came over to Europe. They weren't doing too well in the practices.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think, first of all, we need to understand these guys. I mean, the Americans do not have a really strong TDM scenes, and still they came here practicing as much as they could, even boot camping, I would say, a week before the whole event. And I think their team played and the performance they put in, it's more than good, considering, you know, the time and the efforts they put into this tournament. I think they could be a really strong team in the future, especially because they're really different from the European teams. They play more, I would say, following the rules on the book, you know what I mean? Like they're pretty
fixed tactics.
Fixed tactics. They follow it perfectly, you know, and they can definitely do more damage in future tournaments. Yeah.
Are you hoping there will be more tournaments then in TDM?
Yeah, I really hope so. I mean, it's one of the most fun Quake Live modes that, you know, you can play. Personally, I like both CTF and TDM. I never played CTF before Quake Live. I mean, in Quake 4, but I never like in huge, big competition. Yeah. And I kind of fell in love with CTF, competing at QuakeCon with Fnatic in the last 2 years. Even also because we really wanted to a strong performance there. And I fell in love with it. I think it's really fun as well. So for me, if QuakeCon is going to be CTF or TDM, it's kind of the same, but for once, I guess maybe it's better to have something different, and maybe TDM would be a nice idea.
And what about Duel then? Because you were supposed to be playing in the Duel,
Yeah.
but then you didn't.
hmm
Any reason? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, basically, after the Ultimate Gaming Championship finished the first days of April, and when you finish something that big, it always takes a lot of time. I mean, there's a lot of work behind the scenes for that as well. And also, I mean, I worked for 6 months straight on that project. I was completely drained out. I need some break. When I got back, for personal reason, really, I didn't really have I would say the will and the time to get back into practicing so much because I was behind, you know. So I played a couple of times here and there, but my connection was just so bad. So I couldn't actually fly somewhere else or go somewhere else to prepare better. And so I just decided that for me it would have been a better idea to, you know, chill out for one event at least and focus on the TDM tournament, which for once it's something different and really fun.
do you feel like you actually prepared well for the TDM then? Or could you have done with more time? Or
If we prepare better?
yeah, could you have prepared better, or was it?
Yeah, I think, I mean, we form our team, I would say, the first days of May. Even the first week of May, the team was still up in the air because we didn't really decide if we wanted to play with Wins, and Fox didn't let us know anything. So it was still up in the air, but I think we put as much effort as possible to come here and get ready. We played the G Sport Cup pretty much without even practicing two maps, you know. But we were, I think, kind of strong on the remaining ones, and then we focus on getting better on the maps that were left to come here. And I think we are strong on all of them right now, and I'm really happy about that. But definitely, I mean, some things can always get better. But for the amount of period of time that we have, I think we have a really awesome team play because it's really different from the others. And of course, we all have really good aims and really awesome skill, but at the same time, our team play it's really, really good, I would say, because it's so dynamic. We can adapt to so many different situations. Even when we have a bad start, it's not like we get stuck on the same thing and going on. We just adapt, change tactics, and go from there, and it works so good.
So you're going to keep playing as a team going onwards, yeah? Or does that depend on QuakeCon?
It depends also on QuakeCon. I mean, everybody has their own thing to do, you know. I would love to keep playing in TDM and prepare for QuakeCon as well. I just think that it needs to be announced a little bit, it needs to be announced at least this month, maybe next week or 2 weeks,
Right,
because
yeah.
every time QuakeCon, it's a really nice tournament. I really love to go there, but they need to announce their stuff a little bit quicker, you know, for the players, because it's always too late to find sponsor, too late to prepare anything better. So.
Going back to the Quake, what do you think of the map pool? 7 maps? Is that too many?
For TDM?
For TDM.
Well, I mean, it's not too bad, I would say. I like the best of 3 format as well. It's the first tournament, so it's hard to decide. But I would say that 7 maps are quite okay. 5 to 7 is fine, not less though. And for Duel, I don't know. I mean, Duel right now has 5 maps. I've always been a fan of less map, but more competition, like back in the days. At least, you know, with not Quake 3, but I think it was Painkiller and Quake 4.
Yeah.
Of course, for spectators, it might be a little bit less enjoyable. But I think the players can also focus more and even prepare better. You know, it's when you play a best of 3 based on 4 maps, it's a little bit better, in my opinion, at least.
And what do you think about the tournament brackets? They're not double elimination. Is that
TDM?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know really. I like double elimination. I think everybody sort of should have at least a second chance. But best of 3 single elim, I don't know. Best of 5 single elim might be better, but I don't know. I need to experience it first. Yeah.
So you think you're going to win now? You knocked out the Russians. You're into the semis. Obviously, you're not taking anything for granted, but you're feeling good.
Definitely, we're
like?
feeling good, of course. But I mean, like I said, we always take one match at a time. We focus on each map. We discuss everything possible, really, and we don't take anything for granted. I mean, right now we are in the semifinals. We haven't won anything. We just shows good and strong performance, but that's it. If we play bad next game, maybe we're out and we are stuck with the fourth place or third place, which would be really stupid for us coming, into this and playing so good.
Do you have tactics per map, or do you adjust them for the team you're playing? So you just played Russia then. They obviously have a different style.
Yeah, we have basic tactics for each map, and then we adjust based on everything. I mean, for example, we knew the Russian Max was, was playing at quad a lot with ray gun. We knew that Cooler was going to time every red armor and even taking it and die. I mean, it's not just about playing the game itself, but we prepare on a more, I would say, wide level, thinking and studying most of the teams as well, the maps we're gonna pick, and also their way to play the map, so we can adapt. If you see our games, of course we have some sort of I would say basic position and standard position where all four of us are gonna stand, but at the same time when we make calls we all adapt and change, so we play really dynamic. And it's like Toxic said, I think somewhere, but we play FFA with team play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then that last match then, Lincoln said that he felt really tense, like his heart was beating on the DM20.
Yeah.
So do you get the same feeling? I mean, obviously you've got so much experience.
Yeah, no, I actually wasn't stressed or shaking at all. I would say that I was more focused on playing for the team. For example, the first couple of minutes, I saw the guys being a little bit cold, so I'm the guy who usually is supposed to, like, say, take the shaft and then send the air and then play from there. So when I saw that, I tried to help them out the red armor and timing the rail and the red armor myself, trying to making sure that Cooler didn't have enough stock. So it depends. But I would say that all of us play always really dynamic, and I wasn't that shocked like Cooler and Toxic says. So I'm used to it, and I'm happy that even with no warm up at all, because we actually didn't have any warm up while the other team played even before. It was kind of unfortunate and kind of stressful as well, but right before the game we all stuck together and said, okay, let's not whine about this. We know we didn't have warm up, but even so our aim can still be better than theirs, and we just need to adapt. We beat them before online so many times, so let's just do our job, and we did it perfectly.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thank you.
And good luck going forwards.
Thank you. See you guys. Stermy is too old. Yeah, I'm a guy's 24 years old. Maybe I should stop playing soon, right? Bye.
All right, cheers. Thanks a lot.